negative b plus the square root of b squared plus negative 4 times a times b all over 2a. Now, some of you are thinking, hey, I think that's a little bit different from the way my teacher talks to me. Let me tell you why. First thing is, this is where kids mess up, right here. This look, right there. A lot of teachers teach it b squared minus 4ac. We're going to go plus negative 4. That's going to save your asses because that's where kids blow it, is right here. So really be careful. That's a negative 4 right there. The other thing I want you to know is this. This right here is a plus sign, but we really have two formulas, a plus version and a minus version. I write them separate, and I'm going to talk to you about why. So if you have room, write the next one. If you don't, put it down a little lower. But let me show you the second formula. It's the same stuff, exactly the same, but it's going to have, so I'm going to do it right here, negative b is still there, but now it's going to have a minus right there. And we'll keep on going. Square root b squared plus negative 4 times a times c all over 2 times a. Now, honest to God, there's no, it's so easy, it's plug and crank. All you have to be is careful, right? So I'm going to give you some advice right now. I'd like you to do the first problem on your whiteboard desk because being able to erase as you go is so nice. If you have a whiteboard at home or if you would like to take one of my whiteboards home, that's a great idea because these problems are so nice on a whiteboard. You do the problem, you get the answer. If you want to just take a quick picture for me, that's awesome. But the whiteboards are your friend. Okay? Does everyone have this down? Are we ready to go?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go. Number 1. Now the first thing, and I got more pens up here. Oh, wait. Is that a dead one?
Somewhat dead.
Is it dead? If it's almost dead, throw it away. Like, don't put like almost dead ones back. Like, go ahead and throw it away.
You can still use it, but like it's hard to see it.
Well, then throw it away, because no one wants that. Okay, you guys ready? Here we go. The first thing is, where the hell did the A, B, and C come from? And that's what we need to talk about. A, B, and C, that's your little key, man. That's your answer key. And if you can figure out A, B, and C, you are going to be doing great. A, B, C. You know where they came from? They come from this guy. The guy in front of the x squared, or whatever squared, he will be A. And if there's no one there, put a 1. So A will be 1. The guy in front of the plain letter. Now I can't say middle guy because he might not always be in the middle. But the guy in front of the plain letter, do you see what I mean by plain letter? Just that plain letter? That's your B. Plain letter. The guy with no letters, he is your C. Normally, they're written nicely for us, but sometimes tomorrow, they might not be. Yes. Oh, C equals 3. See, this is why I suck at the quadratic formula, because I do stuff like that all the time. I have to go so slow right here. Okay, so I have to write the formula down on the top of my paper. Maybe you write it down on your whiteboard. Here's what it looks like. B squared, or negative B, plus the square root. Please, my friends, Anson, most of you, write nice and big. The bigger you go on this, the better. Okay, so all we're gonna do is plug in. Can you try it? Can you try plugging in these numbers for A, B, and C? Give it a shot. Just plug in. Don't do anything else. Just plug in. I'm gonna do it too in a minute, but stop there, okay? Just plug in. I'm so glad so many people are here today. This would be bad. And Sawyer's gonna be tough. Okay, you're doing it, I'm doing it. So I got -4 plus 4 squared. -4 3. Okay, take a look at yours and at mine, right? Make sure you got everything plugged in. Now here's where I start. I start at the bottom because almost always it's really easy. It's like 2 times 1 or 2 times 2 or 2 times 3. So you know what? Start here. Make it 2. Yeah. Okay, that's done. Now the key is inside out. We want to go inside out. We want to deal with the yuckiest stuff first and work our way out. So I'll be honest, this is the part that might kill you. If anything kills you, it's going to be right there. So let's do this part very carefully. Yes?
Is A always going to be 1?
Not always. Today, yes, but not always. Yeah? Okay, so let's do it. -4 times 1 times 3. 12? -12 or positive 12? -12. Honest to God, they're not going to be big numbers. I'm not going to kick your ass like that. It's just going to be like that. You can do that. That's not bad. So this is why I like the whiteboard. And do me a favor, go ahead and erase this and put your -12 right there, right? So use your whiteboard like I did. Okay, now let's clean up the next ugly thing. 4 times 4, what is that? 16. That is 16. You got it. How are we? So far, so good? Yep. Now let's clean up what's inside of here. It's pretty easy. What's 16 take away 12? 4. Awesome.
-2.
Now I'm going to do one thing real quick here. Do you remember when we first wrote this formula? Remember how I made this red? I'm going to make that red again. Is everybody cool with that when I did? Okay, I'm going to tell you why in a second. Now, we're almost ready to bring this baby home. What is 4 times, or what times what will give me 4? 2. Look at you. You know everything. Santiago, this is for you, my friend. Okay, so this is 2. Again, so far so good. It's not even that scary, right? I'm just moving this over. Now, I'm stopping you right here. I'm going to stop us right here for a second. This was 2, and this is 2. Now, have I lost anyone?
No.
We're about to finish this problem, but I want everyone to stop and take a look at it. Do you remember when I told you there was a plus version and a minus version?
Yeah, this is where.
Remember that that's the plus right there? Right this minute, now that everything's clean and tidy, I'm also going to think to myself, oh wait, I need to also deal with the minus version. So before I go any further, once it's nice and tidy, I'm also going to do -4 minus 2 over 2. Does that make sense? It doesn't give us an answer like plus and minus 7. It gives us 2 really different answers. Do I do it in the beginning? No, it's too confusing. Do I do it at the very end? No, I do it once it's nice and tidy. Now, let's wrap up. Everybody ready? -4 plus 2 is how much?
-2.
-2.
Why do you make it a negative?
Negative 2 divided by 2 is?
Negative 1.
Negative 1. That's one of my answers. Yay! Let's do the other guy. Negative 2, take away 2 is negative 6. Negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3. There you go.
Okay, that energy drink into A.
But you can see where using your little whiteboard makes it really tight. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Feel like I need to take a rest. So here's what. We're gonna try the next one. You're gonna try it, I'm gonna try it. This is all there is. There's nothing really tricky. We're gonna do some tomorrow that get like harder answers, but that are easier. When they're hard, they're actually easy because you don't have to do as much work. But this is what we're doing, yes. It cannot be 1 and 3. It is, so if you actually, here's what's nice. On factoring, we take our answer out backwards, but on the quadratic formula, it is actually x equals, because it's right to us as x. Good question. And if you wanted to ever check, you could plug it in to make sure it works, but why would you, right? Okay, you guys ready? Let's try the next one. Maybe on your whiteboard, yeah? Here, I'll write it out for you again. If you can do this, you've got the hang of it. It doesn't get any harder. It actually gets easier tomorrow. But this is the worst of it, but it's pretty intimidating. I'm not gonna lie. Negative b plus square root b squared plus negative 4 a c over 2a. Hey, be careful with your a, b, and c. Here we go. A is 1, b is 5, but what the hell is c? Negative 6. So good, so good. So careful with the guts. Go slow, use your calculator, use your whiteboard. I have them if you want to borrow some, I will show them to you. My class last year, I gave these out, like I bought everyone a little whiteboard. So I'm not lying, like if you don't have to take home a big whiteboard, but if you want it before you leave, if you want to grab a little whiteboard to do these the problems on, it's only 1 and 2, so much easier on here. So at the end, if you want to grab one, you totally can do that. Start plugging in. You got this, Karen, you can do it. Here's what you can do here. Write the formula down, and then just like do it like this. Think, oh, I'm going to put this here. Right? You can totally use your whiteboard just to plug in.
Who is your link reader? Oh, sure. Jamie? It's fine. No sound.
See, look how handy that was on the whiteboard. I just plugged it right in as I went, yeah? Okay, you guys ready to do this together? Everyone got it written in? Okay, let's start off with the guts. Oh, well, let's start off right here. That's 2 times 1 is 2. That's easy. Let's get rid of that. Okay, this is the important part.
Wait, was it 2 times 1 or 2 times 6?
2 times 1, A, 2A. Good question.
Got it.
It always stays pretty small.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Guts is the key part. Negative 4, negative 6, and 1. Negative 4 times negative 6 times 1. What is that? Someone tell me.
Negative
24.
Positive 24.
Yeah, I'm a
Right
leader.
on. 5 times 5. Super easy. Cleaning it up. 5 times 20, or 5 plus 24, 49. Square root of 49,
7.
7. right here, I'm about to finish, and I think to myself, oh, I gotta remember to do the other guy too. -5 minus 7/2. And now I'm ready to roll. Here we go. Let's think about it. -5 plus 7 is 2. 2/2 is 1. Can I see people who got 1? Wow, more than half of
Oh,
them.
sure,
Nicely
sorry.
done. How about down here? I got -5 and -7 is
Oh, yeah.
-12.
Yeah, sorry. I
Over
just
2, -6.
My mind like was it?
Awesome. That's the
Here, I'll
part.
show you.
Look, from here on out, my job is good. I am now over the worst part of my job.
Emma got it.
Again,
Yo,
your
look.
homework.
I got the answer.
Whoa.
1 and 2.
There's
1
my
and 2.
Tarantino.
But trust me
There's
when I tell you,
Molina.
I'll be pissed off if you come in
There's-
without it done. Yeah?
Oh, crap.
1 and 2.
Don't sue me, please. On 4. Excuse me, sir.
Oh, hello, COVID kids. Bye, COVID kids. Bye.
We love the